Hey y'all, welcome back to On Assignment for Alignment with Ayo Naima. I am Ayo Naima, and today I want to talk about my why and just a little backstory on it. And prayerfully, somebody resonates, or it speaks to someone and motivates or inspires someone out in the world. So yeah, let's just get right into it. All right, y'all. So, y'all know everything goes back to basic training for me. I remember I was in basic and I first got introduced to the concept of a why. And basically, we were in church. They just started letting us go to church. And the pastor talked about having a why and remembering why, knowing why and remembering why you came to the army and, just using it to get you through. And back then, my concept of life and what life could be was a lot smaller than what it is now, which is fine. I was starting somewhere. So my why was, conducive to what I saw life to be at that time. And then when I deployed, that's when my why got a lot bigger, because I ended up going to my grandfather's funeral, and I had to leave my deployment for like a week. And my grandfather's funeral just opened my eyes. First of all, it showed me that I come from greatness. I was born from greatness. And he touched so many people's lives. And my grandfather was a very spiritually wealthy man. And it was so amazing to be able to see all the amazing things that people had to say about him. I often miss my grandparents. Now that I'm getting older, I know my grandpa would be so proud of me. And it's just sucks that he doesn't get to see me, doing my whole podcast thing. I know he would love it. But sorry for going off on that tangent. But now, and then after I left his funeral, my why became, a lot greater. It's crazy because when his funeral came around, I was in the middle of reading 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and I was on a chapter that talked about, who you want to be when it's time for your funeral, who you want to be remembered as, what do you want people to say, and writing a mission statement, and what you want to be known as, walk in that every single day, right? And it was just perfect time, and it was so insane because his funeral put that entire concept into perspective for me. It was just my grandfather just had an amazing legacy, and not a legacy that he claimed. It was a legacy that actually impacted people in real time. And that was God. God did that for him for sure. And now that I'm doing my podcast, and I'm beginning to really get a closer relationship with God, and just God is just placing on me how big life really is, and how life is bigger than me. I'm not the center of attention. The world doesn't revolve around me. And he's just showing me that I'm here, yes, to fill my own cup, but I'm also here to place my imprint on the world as well. And I just want to talk about, a few of my whys. My first why is myself, for sure. I just want to show myself that I can reach amazing heights in life. Everything that God has placed down on the inside of me is possible. It's possible to bring it to life. I've already done most of it, and I can't wait to see what else I have in store for myself. I see it in my head. I know it in my heart, and I talk to God about it every single day. So I know that it is possible, and I know that it's going to happen. As long as I just keep the faith, I don't give up, and I just keep going. And I just want to show myself that I really can do it. So that's definitely a major why for me. Another why is just black people. Is my why is black people. I want to show black people, what can happen when we, heal ourselves, and we focus on the power that God has placed inside of us, and when we focus on the gift that God has given each and every one of us. And I think that one thing that black people, like, they've tried to take away from the fact that, like, God really gave us something that nobody can buy. Nobody can buy that certain essence that black people have. Nobody can buy that. And I just want to be like a representation of that. When you nurture that essence that God has given you, and you heal yourself from the inside out, and you show God, like, I respect the power that you placed down on the inside of me, and I'm gonna meet you halfway and show you that I can handle it. And I just want little black girls around the world to know, like, when you decenter men, when you decenter romance as a whole, and you focus on the power that God has placed down on the inside of you, so much can come from that. I want little black girls to know, like, you don't want to look back on the best years of your life and realize that you wasted it on men, and realize that you wasted it on people who honestly don't even matter to you when you looking back. They don't matter no more. At the time, them people was still putting themselves first, and it's like we put ourselves on the back burner for other people so much. And it's like, I want to show little black girls that you don't have to do that. You don't have to sacrifice yourself, so much of yourself, in your 20s. Like, these are your best years, really. And people saying like 30 is the new 20, but if you don't do what you're supposed to do in your 20s, like, you're not gonna be able to enjoy your 30s. And that's really the reality of it. So it's like, I want to show little black girls what it's like when you put yourself first. And you ain't got to be no selfish person. When I say selfish, I mean like just self-centered and just a terrible fucking person. You don't have to be that. You can have your years of just focusing on yourself and still be a good person. And I just want to show that, for real. Because this time is very limited, and to just not live in who God made you to be while you here is just a waste, and it's unfortunate, and it happens because different things get us off of our path. But I want to show what it's like to be on your path and be committed to your path and love your path and enjoy it, even if it doesn't look how you see it. Understand that you can start somewhere and it's going to get to where you see it at. And that, just don't give up on yourself. Another thing is like my family. I want to break so many generational curses. I go back and forth with myself about having kids, because I really see myself as a stepmom. For real, I see myself as a stepmom, because I feel like it's already children in the world that can use a lot of the love that I have within me. And I don't know. I want to just focus on my family and like where I come from, and just break those generational curses. Not really sure if I want to bring more children into this world, because I don't know, but I never know, because that may be like a level of healing that I just have yet to reach, or want to reach. But right now I'm just kind of like on the children, but I'm definitely like all down for being a stepmom. I'm super down for that. Cause I could just see myself being like a fun parent, but my why is my family, and just breaking those generational curses, especially for the younger generation that's coming up, behind me, and just letting them know, like, if Ayo can do it, anybody in our family can do it. Her blood run through my body. Like, she made it big. She saw the vision that God had for her, and she followed through, and she made it. She made it. And I want people in my family to see that, and I want them to know, like, we don't have to be defined by the things that have kept us down as a family. at any moment we can choose to turn our backs on the generational curses and choose a different life and head in a different direction to make our lives better and to get the most out of life that we can while we're here. Because as we see, like, our time here is limited, and to not walk in what God has for us is just heartbreaking, and I just want to be that example, all in all, that, like, that you can just be whoever you want to be. Whoever God says that you are, you can be that person. And lastly, my city, honey, okay? Because I always talk about this, like, when I get into my philanthropic era, like, it's over, I see so much happen, and I can't wait to even go back home and, like, do major things for the city. Like, I want to link up with everybody. I really want to link with everybody and just, like, do things like maybe like a Rock Nation brunch, but like a Charlotte one. I have a program that I write about often. It's on my vision board that I want to put into West Meck for kids. And what really inspired this, I remember being at school and, like, asking people, like, are you going to college? Are you going to college? And there's been a few people that have said, I'm like the first person graduated from high school. That's the accomplishment in my family. And that was very heartbreaking for me. It was a reality check. It was an eye opener, and it was also very heartbreaking for me. So it's like, I see myself putting a program in West Meck for just, y'all gonna see when it happens. But because people like to say, like, oh, school doesn't matter. School matters, because it is statistically shown that having an education is a way to gain wealth in life. And just having more Black people with a advanced degree would just be amazing. And just having more Black people see their light, and, understanding that our history doesn't start at slavery, and even the history that was born from slavery is so rich and beautiful, and we don't even get to see that. And I want to be able to show that and implement programs and resources for children at the school that I came from. Just so they can see how beautiful they are, and just give them that love, that I have within my own heart. Just in a different type of way, and just spread love. Really, that's my whole reason. Like, in my whole why in life is just to spread love and just make life a lot more beautiful for a lot of people. I know that these type of things can't be done by myself, but right now I'm in a stage where I have to focus on me, and I have to get myself off of the ground so that I can eventually, network and get with people and, make things happen for the things that I see myself doing in life. It's not going to be, it's going to be a joint effort. So I have to focus on that. But right now I have to focus on me and make sure that I'm focus on who I'm becoming in the process, so that I can show up as that woman in these different situations that I see for the world. So yeah, that's my why, y'all. And I pray that this touched someone, it inspires someone, and it was a nice little influence, or just whatever. I just pray that it touched somebody's heart, and I pray that y'all feel me on this episode. So I've been thinking about this all day, and I'm grateful that I finally got it off my chest. And yeah. And also I wanted to say that another one of my whys is just bringing Black people together, and I want us to just show that, like, we can love each other. We don't have to have, like, this crabs in a barrel mentality where, like, I never see this for myself, like, making it big and then, like, coming back to stun on people, especially Black people, because they're my people, you know what I mean? Like, we all Black, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like getting rich and getting on just to shine on other Black people is such a crabs in a barrel mentality, and I don't want to be that. I want to be that person that's like, I did what I had to do. I healed myself. I got up in life, I got status in life, and I came back and, you know, I put programs into the high school that I went to. You know, I'm breaking generational curses. I'm letting little black girls in the world see what it's like when you de-center romance and you focus on the power that God has given you. I'm letting black men and small black boys see what it's like when you are a black person and you nurture the essence that God has naturally given black people. That's what I want to represent. That's my why. You know, I just want to spread love. I want to spread love. And the only way that I can really make an imprint on the world is if I change myself first. So that's step one. So I'm doing what I have to do to enjoy step one. Step one for me right now is getting myself together, because my why is greater than me. And it's going to be fulfilled. But right now I have to fulfill myself so that I can make my why, you know, come true. So yeah, I just wanted to say that, and I pray that y'all got something from this video. And don't forget to connect with me if you'd like on Instagram at AYONA. Oh no, that's TikTok, AYONAIMA_OAFA, and then Instagram is On Assignment for Alignment. And then my email is AYOWALTON0@gmail.com. And I'll see y'all in the next episode. TTYL.